Hey everybody, this is a part one of two. Happy Black Shirt Friday. I know this is going to go up on Saturday, and it's like, but you're late. Well, real life stepped in, had some business to take care of. So let's start with what this two-part series is. To help out local gamers in the New Orleans area, as well as everybody on the interwebs, I was asked for one of two things. One, classic versus Alpha Strike. But I want classic. I want faster. I want more intimate battles with really hit locations and marking dots. And I want to finish at 12 on 12 and under an afternoon. So this is going to be the Alpha Strike portion. So Alpha Strike, without the versus classic debate, is designed for, as a good friend of mine said, beer and peanuts battle tech without all the heavy lifting of keeping track of accounting, where you can get a intimate strategic tactical fight in without having to use hexes, be limited on your terrain, even with 3D printing, and you are going through every nuance of a battle. The average turn of Alpha Strike in fantasy time is a minute compared to every round of battle tech, which is 10 seconds. And you're going through every step and phase of the game. And so Battletech Classic was never designed for more than 4-on-4, 8-on-8, 12-on-12 with experienced players using high stakes, high speed house rules to expedite the game. Alpha Strike is the expedited game, but you lose the nuances of headshots, blowing off legs, piloting skills, blah, blah, blah. So let's go into part B of the video. We're going to hop on to Master Unit List. So for those of you that are new to the game, when you buy Alpha Strike box set, you get the cards. And the cards have a point cost but no skill value, because that's default. You are looking at a skill 4 pilot on your card. So when you're playing Alpha Strike and you got the nice pretty flash cards, or I call them flash cards, consider those all skill 4 builds, not your veteran elites or super powered characters. These are just your basic generic guys that are available. So, for example, last Sunday, ran a teaching game at Bad Wolf with two great new players that are converting from 40K. So I told them, your clans, you're all skill 3. Didn't take into account the point totals. It's a teaching game. Don't worry if I won or lost. But I wanted to get a feel for the rules, tactics, and the system. So I'm going to share my screen. Join me. Welcome to MasterUnitList.info. It will be in the description box below. You can use it at any point you are ready. So admins only have login. Everyone else, we're not worried about it. We just use it as we need it. So first and foremost, homepage. Best part about the homepage is that there are always random units that you can pull up and look at on the home page. On a tablet, it's 2, computer, it's 3. So what we're going to do is go through each section. Units. With Alpha Strike and Classic, you can use the Battletech Master Unit List to pull up units by point values, special abilities, battle values, Alpha Strike point values, what tech base they are, Intersphere, Clan, Mixed or Primitive, what rules set. Of course, introductory is mostly your 30-25 classic players, your standard with your tournaments and classic guys and Alpha Strike, advanced, experimental, era, Pacific, and unknown. Unknowns are your one-shot units that are super customized and not supposed to be used in tournament play. Era specific is that we're only playing Succession Wars, or we're only playing Star League, or we're only playing clans, and they lock you into specific parts of the Battletech timeline. Experimental, think Maximum Tech. If you don't have the book, get the PDF from Catalyst Games. Highly recommended for classic players. Not so much for Alpha Strike. Advanced, these are your more advanced units. that include artillery pieces and specialized weapons. You know, going through that. Factions, if you wanted to look up something by, let's say, the Lyran Commonwealth, you can pick between Alliance and Commonwealth, and it'll only filter out those units. For Alpha Strike, if I was looking for something that specifically had indirect fire 1, then I would hit that and search. There's 556 mechs that have IF1, 166 combat vehicles, infantry, 7 that fire indirect LRMs, 7 industrial mechs, 3 proto mechs, 6 support vehicles. That's simple. So let's flip. If I wanted IF1 and C3 slave, go back to filter, and let me just turn off the 1. So hit filter, and it's going to pull up everything that has indirect fire as well as C3S or C3 slave. Boom. So that's how your master unit lists work when you're researching. So this is the research section only. Now we're going to flip to my favorite part, force. So for those of you that play Classic, you have your Total Warfare Builder, which will build mechs by battle value 2, not battle value 1. I know there's a big discrepancy and a lot of arguments online, but it's battle value 2. Alpha Strike. So a lot of players are like, okay, I got a brand new Shadowcat, and we're just going to use the card in front of me. Shadowcat A. Shadowcat A printed is correct at 42 points. So Shadowcat, I'll pop into Shadowcat A, 42 points. Now, because I'm playing clan, and I'm going to use a clan regular pilot, I'm going to change to skill 3. So instead of it being 42, it is actually a 50-point mech. Not a problem. It works. So we played my 1,000-point list versus 1,000 skill 4s. So technically I was down almost 800 points, still a great learning game. But these are the things you look for. So I'm going to build a quick inner sphere mercenary lance. Fire lance house mercenary. Sorry. If you see the mercenaries in the background, I did this at work. Photoshop class, awesome. So I want to get an archer that is pretty well rounded, 354, archer 4M, boom. Now I'm going to get a marauder that is pretty generic for 3050. And that's the other great thing about the master unit list. Everything is built and balanced, where you have the name of the machine, years introduced, stats, tons, point value. So you're getting everything you need to make your decisions. All right, I don't want to run anything out of the 3050 range. So I'm getting ready to take a 3050 Marauder-ish. So they got a 5S. I don't like XL engines. That's how you can tell. 3051. You know, I think I will settle for here. 3047 Marauder 5D. Boom. Now I'm going to get my Crusaders. I'm using a variant that is specific only to mercenaries, the 4BR. 2 of those. If you checked out my Instagram, you saw the post with the minute. So this is an elite fire lance. Commander is a 2, and everyone else is 3s. So I have 275 tons, but I have 195 Alpha Strike points. Point value is 195. So if I was building a 200-point lance, I got 5 points left. I can get an infantry spotter unit for 5 points. Boom. So the next nice thing is that when you're ready and you're done, you hit print PDF. Typically I hit save first, but it should work tonight. It'll pop up master unit list, and this is the PDF format. It'll give you your points value, your skills, your tonnage. So Archer 4M, an elite pilot 354, indirect fire 311 case. Marauder 5D has jump jets 442, overheat 1 case. Crusader 4BR, skill 3, 44 points. Case IF2 LM122. So again, smooth, effective, indirect fire lance. So yeah, I downloaded a PDF, not ready to print yet. I'm going to come to foot infantry, and I'm looking for something for 5 points. It's inner sphere. So we're going to go with rifle, infantry, and I'm going to get a foot platoon for 4 points, and I'm going to bump them up to skill 3. So again, without losing anything I've done, I can just print a new PDF after hitting save. I'm playing with 200 points. Boom, foot platoon rifle. So for those of you learning Alpha Strike, you have indirect fire, one of my favorite things. I can hide my mechs and chuck missiles at you over walls and hills. Boom, 5 points of infantry, ambush unit. All they have to do is spot for 5 points. And there's skill 3. So if somebody unfortunately runs within short range, which is 6 inches, I can take a shot at you for 1. Done. That's how you build lists. Other videos on my channel, I've done advanced list building. The guys over at the Mechbay podcast were part of a tournament series. I'm featured in the podcast, and I'm discussing list building versus unit abilities. Highly recommend you check it out. I will link their podcast below, and then when I find a particular episode, I will link it again. So the last question I had prepping for this video was, how do you feel about faction Pacific versus min-maxing versus being a munchkin versus just playing for fun? Alpha Strike, unfortunately, is a game, and games do fall victim to people figuring how to min-max. You can't min-max Alpha Strike like you can min-max 40K. There is no one god unit that takes care of everything. It is your skill set on top of how you play your army. I, as a GM running Alpha Strike campaign since 2010, can run any faction, fluffy, balanced, tweaked, min-maxed, and munchkin. And I prefer to play balanced. So what is balance in the Battletech Universe Alpha Strike? It is having an effective all-comers list that is combined arms. Boom. Again, with Alpha Strike, you can put in any unit you're looking for, if you know the name of a mech, or you want to say, I want a aerospace fighter. Well, you have to know the name of the aerospace fighter. And we're going to go back a second. So you have, I like Slayers. So you have the Star Slayer mech, and you have the Slayer aerospace fighter. The best thing you can do is right click, open a new link in a tab, and you can go down here to subtypes, and it will let you filter out anything you're looking for based on what you want to use. And this is one of the reasons why I like Battletech. We even have wet naval, mobile structures, large naval. No one uses lambs, don't be that guy. Jump ship, industrial mech, hybrid, hovered, gun emplacement, dropship, fixed wing, fortress, mech, satellite, you name it, we got it. Now, for Alpha Strike, not everything has stats. As a developer, have not statted out everything in a Battletech universe. I say that again, not everything's been statted out. Some of it is for one-shot campaign use. Use at your own discretion. Make sure it follows your mission objectives. But you're not going to see a space station in a tournament game. I highly doubt it, because that's a specialized environment in and of itself. So with that, it's been a great one-shot video talking about how to use master unit lists, where to find your units, there's no quiz. Yeah, I'm a teacher, no quiz, and how to build lists with appropriate skill values. Again, If you're new to the game and you're playing fluff and you have clan forces, remember, Star Commanders are veterans, but they have the same skill as an elite Innisphere pilot of a 2. There's charts in many books. If you want, I can do a diagram video later, but keep in mind that clan mechs are more expensive, one for better technology, better guns, and the pilots are better. Innisphere, we're cheaper because everyone has the same stuff and they've been trolling it for 300 years since the exodus to the Star League. Boom. So Black Shirt Friday, that is video 1. Talk to y'all soon. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll be more than happy to do more. Peace.